Good evening, everybody. My name is Crystal, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Good evening. I haven't uploaded in a few hours because I've just been relaxing and doing what I want to do. Nothing other than that. Alexa, what's the time, please?
It's 7:09 p.m.
So it's 9 minutes past 7. And I just get on with my life. Whatever is thrown at me, whoever takes the piss, yada, 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 I just get on with it, right? Because I know who I am, I'm happy with myself, and that is all that matters, right? And we know that sometimes it's a bit boring when Crystal isn't angry and raging. Well, I'm not. Quite happy. So, at 2 o'clock, I took Max out for a walk. Nobody on the field whatsoever. It was freezing cold, it was damp, it was windy. Totally by myself. Thoroughly enjoyed it because Max had a run around the field. No problem with that. I'm on my own. I live by myself. I'm a woman. And I just get on with things because I'm strong. My mum has called me throughout the day. I haven't answered the phone because it hurts my face. And, I don't want to get angry. I want to be happy this weekend, and I am. Obviously, when you're stuck indoors all day for various reasons, you can get fed up and annoyed, whatnot, but I've tried not to. So I was just watching the news. People at the Notre Dame in France. They're reopening the Notre Dame in France. Yes, the Notre Dame. Don't give me jokes about the hunchback of Notre Dame because my poor mum has got a hunchback. She's hunched over. So I was watching the news. I don't know if it's still on. Let's put my telly on. My mum can't watch the telly because she hasn't got a television set.
There was a real danger of seeing a masterpiece of faith and Christian architecture
So this is what's on the telly.
Disappear.
On the news. This is on the BBC News.
To our faith.
Notre Dame Cathedral hosts reopening ceremony.
Place to hope and joy today. My greetings to you all, especially.
Right, here we go. That's what's on the news on BBC One this evening. I've been looking at YouTube videos, TikTok videos, watching the telly. I've been singing songs to Star Maker, Robbie Williams' Angels. Again, thank you to my followers for support on YouTube and TikTok and Star Maker. Thank you. It helps me to see that there are people out there that like what I'm doing, and I will continue to do what I'm doing. So, I don't take any notice of bullies, and I just sing. So, whenever they piss me off, I sing. And that's what I've been doing. I don't listen to it. And if they start, I put the radio on, I put the TV set on. Bullies, Remember what my mum wrote to me, if the neighbours are like giving you grief, I hope they don't. Right, so it all kicks off, doesn't it? It kicks off after that. Just taking no notice of it, chillaxing, relaxing, happy as anything really. I like being by myself because people that are narcissistic and toxic are no good for my health. So when I came back from a walk with Max, I came into my flat, obviously. My stencil, I did my stencil before I left the flat this afternoon. I'm really happy with that. You see, I put my mind and my effort into things that are worth it. I don't waste my time on bullies and nasty people. That's wasting my time. I'm getting older now. I'm not wasting my time on people that are irrelevant to my life. They aren't. They're irrelevant. Bullies are irrelevant to my life. I don't need them in it. So get out the way, go away and find something else to do. So from 2 o'clock to 10 to 7, it's basically occupying my time, making the most of the time that I have. So I've been listening to the radio. Vanessa Feltz was on. I've been playing Scrabble Go words, because when you get older you need to keep your mind active. Being an older person, I like puzzle games. So when it has been loud upstairs, I can't deny the facts, but I've blocked it out and I've done it really well because it doesn't affect me. Whatever they've been banging, knocking the ceiling about, pushing furniture, general children's behaviour. So you just put it down to children's behaviour and you carry on. I haven't banged the ceiling once. I haven't shouted. I've done nothing at all. And of course they try and up the ante by taking the piss out of me, thinking that that's going to upset me and I'm going to start acting like a nutcase. It's just kids being kids, really. Kids are noisy, and the more kids there are, like 4 or 5 kids, it's going to be fucking noisy. It's going to be noisy. Especially if you've got 5 children running up and down on your ceiling and banging the ceiling. It's going to be noisy, so I expect that. I've lived here for 4 years. I don't expect anything else. So I'm not angry. It's kids being kids. This place is built of paper and cardboard by the sound of it. It's not kids' fault. So guys, before I left, now I'm going to do this because, Amazon are fucking up my stuff. And the people that sell on Amazon are selling cheap, tacky stuff, right? I ain't a huge elephant. I mean, I'm going through the menopause and I've got a menopause belly. I've had 4 kids. It's not going to go back to when I was 20. And I want to move forward, not look back in the past anyway. Your body changes. Everybody gets older. Your hair goes grey. You get bigger, right? Come to terms with that, right? You've got to be positive, be yourself, and then nobody can do a thing to you. So I get this black parcel. Delivery guy rings my buzzer and there's this black parcel sticking out of my mailbox. It's stuffed into my mailbox. Be jealous. BeJealous.com. And absolutely hilarious what they do to me. And they used to do it to my mum as well. Right. Right, now. This is supposed to be a size 16 to 18. Opened it up, immediately thought, that ain't even gonna go over one of my boobs. That ain't gonna go over my boobs at all. Big busted, that ain't gonna go over them. Apparently, this is a 16 to 18, right? So we'll compare Amazon's 16 to 18 to a Primark 16 to 18, shall we? This is a 14 to 16 Primark top. So this technically should be smaller than a 16 to 18, right? Well, let's compare the two. So this is Amazon 16 to 18 and it looks more like a 10 to 12 to me. So can we just compare the two? So the Amazon top is smaller than the 14 to 16, which means it's a 10 to 12. It's a 10 to 12. That ain't a 16 to 18 at all. That's a 10 to 12. Right? So that's much bigger. Primark's 14 to 16 is bigger than Amazon's 16 to 18. So I learned what they do because my mum told me what they did to her. I'm going through exactly the same thing. In fact, she told me shop assistants would switch her large top for a smaller one. So my mum's been through it. So I've got to go, I can either sell this on eBay, it's brand new, sell it on eBay, or 10 quid this was, not worth it at all, not worth it, not worth 6 quid, let alone 10, wasting my money again. So basically, I can either sell it on eBay, give it to someone who's smaller than me, or return it via the post office or in every drop-off point. This is a 16 to 18 and it's gone on me, so why? Don't ask me. Alexa, notifications.
One new notification.
2 new notifications.
From
2
Amazon.
from Amazon
On
Shopping.
Sunday, there's a
The
chance of
shipment
rain
is due
near
to
you in
arrive today.
Rochester, starting
Based on
around
your
1
order
a.m.
history,
and
it
continuing
may be time to
intermittently
reorder
until
Snickers
around
Creamy
11
Peanut
p.m.
Butter Chocolate Trio Bar, 54.75 grams, pack of 1. It's 95 pence, including that. Would you like to add it to your basket?
No.
Okay, anytime you'd like to reorder, just ask me.
So I'm Crystal, right? I'm a middle-aged woman. So I've been going out with my furry hooded coat. I went out with this coat this morning. Ladies section of Primark, female section of Primark, large. This goes on me. This is a large. 16 to 18 is large. That fits. This is a 16 to 18. That fits perfectly. There's the furry hooded coat. That's mine. Do I look like a fella? Anyway, so 10 to 7, it's the usual time I take Max out for a walk. I'm on my own, getting blown about by this storm that's raging throughout the country. And I just walk around the block. But before I left, my buzzer rang. Remember, they've been incredibly noisy upstairs all day. And that's kids being kids. So my buzzer rang before I left to go out. And there was a very nice coloured man. Very nice coloured man in an old man's cap. With a hooded furry coat. And he was a lot thinner than me. Skinny black guy, old fella with a cap on his head. And he went, Crystal. There I went downstairs. I was getting ready to go out. I had my hat on, my beige pom-pom hat. Went downstairs and he gave me 2 packages. So what do we have in this one? Well, we have a Snickers bar, creamy peanut butter. I love those, 95 pence. And by the way, some menopausal women can't get the it's tummy bloat, your stomach bloats basically, and it's nothing to do with eating too much food either. These are charming decorative lights, Christmas lights. So it's got a timer on these, and 3 AA batteries, which I've got 12 batteries to go in these lights, so we just test them. It's all been to do with weight this weekend, taking the piss out of my weight, and there's women a lot bigger than me from going into the charity shops. I've got a big bottom, and now I've been sent a t-shirt that is not 16 to 18, it's a 10 to 12. And you know, I'm getting to the age where I don't give a fuck what weight I am, what I fucking look like, and who gives a fuck anyway. They're nice, aren't they? So I've got lights all over the place, but I thought this would be nice. I don't have much luck with balcony lights. They keep getting wet, blowing off in the wind, and I just can't be bothered with it. So I thought that I would put these lights around the living room. I just thought they would look nice around the top of the balcony doors, whatever, on my living room. So I'm pleased with those. They're Christmassy, they work. And we have some Christmas balloons. I've got to have Christmas balloons, haven't I? I've got to have Christmas balloons. So let's just see. Right. Grinch balloons. Grinchy balloons. I do like the Grinch. Big fan of the Grinch. He's a miserable old bugger, but he's green, isn't he? He's nice and green, but he's a miserable bugger. The Grinch keeps moaning all the time. Doesn't like kids, doesn't like Christmas. Meh, 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 meh. But I love Christmas. I do. I don't like moaning. So here we go. Merry Grinchmas. So I'm fighting noise. Merry Grinchmas. Right, so that's cool. Finally, not only do I like the Grinch, I like Nutcracker. I've got a Nutcracker doormat. And these are for a door. Aren't they lovely? You hang them up each side of your door, or you could just hang them up on the wall or something. I love the Nutcracker. Now these are decent. Nothing wrong with these at all. The balloons are great. The Christmas lights are fantastic. My Snickers bar is lovely. But when it comes to clothing and trainers and shoes, I don't have much luck. No. The clothes are too small. And when I get trainers or shoes, I have to make sure they're extra wide because I've got a wide foot. So it's just best to get clothes and trainers from Primark, because when I go to Primark, I can try the trainers on to make sure they fit, and you can try a top on in the changing room, or you know, you can tell if something's going to fit or it doesn't. And this is a 10 to 12, and it's so disappointing because it's a lovely Christmas top. But why do they have to do this to me? You know, it's not fair, it's not nice, it's not funny. It's spiteful, and as it says on the label, jealous. Jealous. See, and this is a Christmas top. This is large. Large is a 16 to 18. You know, that fits. You know, I'm not stupid, and you don't need to fool me. But, right, when I pay for inferior quality goods, it is upsetting. A lot of people are disabled, a lot of people are middle-aged older women of a certain age and size, and you know, you can't take it back. And it's a complete waste of money. But the guy downstairs that delivered the parcels was very nice, very polite. He was very skinny. He was black and he had a old man's cap on. When I went out to take Max out for a walk, he was still in the front of the building delivering parcels to other people. So I went out the back. It started to rain, it got windy, and you know, it's all about people trying to make me cross and miserable at the weekends, right? And people that get miserable and depressed, you know, some people self-harm themselves, and some people, it's worse. They go on to commit suicide. And that is what it's done for. To prey on someone's depression, to prey on someone's insecurity and make them feel so awful that they don't think their life is worth anything. And lastly, I love my life. I love it. I don't let these people get to me because they're not worth it. They ain't worth a piece of my piss. I have a Grinch balloon. Now these are fun and they're worth it. Grinch balloons. All for a bit of, you know, entertainment, making someone's life a misery. Having the best for themselves. You know, their trees have got to be bigger. The wreath, you see the wreath? I paid £10 for a wreath and it's tiny. So they mock, theirs is bigger than mine. I pay £10 for a wreath, I get a small tiny one. And they've all got wreaths double the size and they think I'm going to pinch their wreaths because mine is tiny. But I'm happy with what I've got, and I always have been. Whereas they will never be happy because they aren't going to wind me up anymore because they aren't worth it. Grinch balloon. Have a great day, everybody that supports me. To the bullies and the people that think they're clever, what goes around comes around. See you later.